Hi guys, it's Ray with Ray's Turquoise Turtle. I am working on today 2 duck tumblers. I'm actually going to do, I was going to say I'm going to do 3 lids, but let me pause you a second because I have the wrong lid. Okay, now I have the right 3 lids. I'm going to turn this one into a duck tumbler and get this video finished up too. So, but the other, I'm not going to make this one in this video. It's going to be separate because I already have a separate video started for that one. So what I'm going to do is work on the lids for these duck tumblers first. And then I'm going to get these 2 glittered over here. So what I need is, for my lids with the sliders, I take the slider out and I put a piece of packing tape over the hole where the slider was and the hole. I'm going to avoid the mouth hole altogether, hopefully. That's the goal. But I like to, and this slider won't sit the same, but I like to tilt them back on the slider a little bit so the resin doesn't roll forward. So, because I don't use glue on these 3D lids, I only use resin. That way I know it's still going to be food safe. And I'm going to put my slider underneath this one, which will keep that tipped back. And I might be able to actually get this one in there that way. Maybe. That should hold. So my tape is on the bottom of those 2. For the mason jars, I take a piece of a silicone straw and I feed it into, this is hard with gloves on, I meant to do it beforehand. I feed it through the hole, and that will spring out and completely protect the hole, so I don't have to worry about it. And I'm not going to go over the lip. So this should be completely protected at this point. I'm just getting a couple of wipes because my resin is sitting here thickening up a little bit. This is KS Resin Liquidy Split. I just did a couple cups. So, it's going to be fairly thick. It's getting a little bit warm, but I'm going to pour some into each lid and then get it spread around. So, and I may have poured a little bit much, but I'm going to try and get kind of up to the mouthpiece, but not too close. Hopefully you can see that. I like to use the regular resin. I don't want to do removable lids. That's just not my style. If somebody wants a lid that's removable, my suggestion is purchasing 2 separate lids. So this lid is from a 14-ounce skinny, so it's a little bit different than any of the other lids, but it'll still work. It will actually work slightly better, but I do have to be more careful where I spread because the lip doesn't come up entirely. So, but even with the liquidy split, I want it to sit a little bit before I work with it on my lids. I mixed up a big batch. I epoxied 2 cups and I coated 2 cups to prep them for glitter. So it has been sitting just a little bit. Now for, oops, I forgot to spread my mason jar. This I am going to keep down in that dome on the lid. I don't paint my mason jar lids or epoxy them. Personal preference. I'm just not comfortable doing it where I'm sure they're going to go back together properly when I'm done. So If I get a little bit up over there, it's okay, because the bubbles are going to kind of cover that lip anyways. So I have no bad drips on any of these. I'm going to wipe off my glove quick so it's not sticky. And I am working on these on a board so I can move them someplace else to sit for a bit. So I have these little rubber duckies I bought from Amazon. And I'm going to use, I think 3 per cup is plenty. So, and I will get links to all of these down below. Now, the bubbles I ordered, I'm not thrilled with. I only have enough to do a couple cups. So these I would shop around a little harder for next time. But these are just like a acrylic bead with a little bit of an aurora look to them. So I'm just going to start sprinkling them on like you would with your ice cubes. And hopefully there's even enough beads in here to do all 3 of these. I don't have any more on their way yet. And I don't think I have any like this in my stash. So I'm going to make do with what I have. And if I find I don't have enough, I will hop on Amazon tonight and get some more coming. What I really needed are some bigger ones to mix in, and I just didn't. So I'm going to get my duckies in, because I do want them sitting in the bottom. So I'm going to scoop some beads out of the way on this one to put the little duckies in. I like to follow the rule of 3 in a lot of my crafting, so that's why you'll see me doing 3s on here. And you could have, if you wanted to, tinted your resin blue, but I decided for these ones just to go clear. I might do more down the road and do them with a little bit of blue, just for something different. But I'm just making sure none of the beads are poking up where they shouldn't be. And this one obviously needs some more, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that one in before I try and put any extras on any of the others. Okay, and a couple more on this side of this duck. You can build these on a car coaster mold like you would the lemon ones if you want yours fully removable. Again, I thought long and hard about making them magnetic and decided that for me it's just not, it's not worth risking having anything come off the top for a customer. So my preference is to do them solid. Just very, very personal preference there to do it how you wish. I'm going to pick this up and dump it and see if any come off. Because that is, I don't want to say dimensional because that's not really the word I'm looking for, but I think I want one more right in here. So they're not going to be big, high, obtrusive bubbles. They're just going to be little, gentle bubbles. But I am going to drizzle a little bit more resin just over the top. And I did just get the ducky's beak there, but that's okay. My resin is starting to get really stiff. I recommend for lids like these that you hand wash them and lay them upside down to dry. So that way any water that is in there can drip right back out. That is my care instructions for these. So I am just going to go ahead and maybe where I drizzled a little bit, just put a couple beads on top of each one, just for a little bit of dimension, because like I said, I don't have enough beads to make a super tall level, and these duckies are so small that they would disappear in there anyways. So, but that is going to be it. I do want to get this little stringy bit off of this duck. So, I'm going to do the cups in a separate video. So, each cup is going to have its own video. And these are going to be the toppers, and I'll link back and forth between the cups and the toppers, just so this doesn't get super, super long. But that's it. Super simple, quick and easy, adorable little rubber ducky toppers. Alright, I'm going to set these aside to dry, and I will be back to work on the cups.